I wanted to make a video of the Floatair lift. This one is a 7,000 pound lift. My boat's only about 3,600 or so, motor and all. Normally it comes just with this back brace back here, but as you see my boat barely fits in, so what I've done, I hooked another brace up here to saddle it in, and this one here just helps it get in a little better. It's really not even necessary. And so these two up front here I put in myself, or had them custom made. Normally it just has a flexible thing you hit right at the nose of the boat that's not really designed to stop the boat per se, but just as a guide to know where you're at. And same with these. I come up with these and I just barely touch them, and then when I lower the boat it actually pulls them away a little. So we'll get in and fire this up and here in a second, and I'll show you what it looks like. First of all, I'm going to lower it. Real simple. This will start the lowering process, which takes a few minutes. I'll continue the video when it's done. Okay, this is about halfway lowered. It's about a 4 or 5 minute process to completely lower. As you see, the way this is built, you've got a pretty massive hinge here. Runs all the way over here. And this thing is designed just to simply lower in the water, as you see it doing. See the bracing there? There it goes. And now that's probably about 70–80% done when it does that. And we've got 3 ballast on this particular unit. The smaller ones will have 2. And so I'm going to get in it and fire it up here in just a second. Okay, this just finished up. I'm going to attempt to drive with one hand and camp and video with the other one, which shouldn't be a problem. This thing is pretty slick now. That's what it looks like when it's submerged. Go out here and do a little quick run around. Okay, my boat idles at about 2.5 miles an hour. I'm going 3.7 at the moment. I just come in here at idle mode and pop it in the neutral right as I enter in, and it does pretty much the rest of the work. Okay, I went to neutral just then. See, I'm coming in here crooked. Let's watch what it does. Voila, perfecto. So what I do is I just make sure my motor's straight here and give her a little gas so that we touch up there at the front. Maybe a tad more for grins. There we go. Okay, I'm just barely touching. Okay, so now that we're here, as you can see, I'm not getting all beat up by waves. There's not really any waves out today, but when there is waves, that sets in there nice and stable. If I left it there maybe an hour or two, it might work itself back out. But point being is it gives me plenty of time to do what I want to do, come up here and then raise the boat at my leisure. Simply put this on raise, hit the switch. It'll pump it back up in about 4 minutes or so. I'll show you the final step here in just a second. Okay, this thing comes up a tad faster than it goes down, I believe. As I said, this is a 7,000 pound lift. When you see this just start to touch, like it's doing now, and just started touching, I'll count to about 10. They say count to about 5 or 6, but I go to about 10. And then you just go here, flip this back, and you're good to go. And this is designed for a floating dock. Since the see how solid that is, I'm standing on it and it going nowhere. It actually gives more stability to your dock. I do not have a mud bar on my the wings of my floating dock here, because that's pushing up on the dock and that's pushing up on the dock. It locks the two sides together to give it even more stability to add to what I've already got. So when the waves get rough and rocky, it's nicer for the dock. And this is a real nice little setup, guys. I wanted to give a special appreciation to Jack, which is the owner of Floatair docks out of South Carolina, I believe there are, or South Carolina. And I live here in Texas, and Willis is where the installer was that put this in for me. His name's Paul. He did a jam up job for me, and custom made these little guys just because I kind of wanted those rather than the other one. I thought I would need them, but if I had to do it all over again, I probably wouldn't even put those in. Like I say, I don't even need to hit them or bang against them or anything. So I thought I might need them to help guide it in straight. But as you see, this saddles it in real nice. This particular dock is designed for a much heavier boat with a deeper draft. So what we did is simply extended these risers here. I believe they were 6-inch before, now they're 12-inch. So as the boat's coming in, it actually touches and makes contact with the hull of the boat quicker and sooner, since it's a shallower draft. And we got the perfect combination. And so they dial these things in, and real easy setup. And I highly recommend them, because it's like getting off a regular boat ramp that you pull behind your truck, taking it off and putting it back on. It's very similar. You're not getting beat up in the waves while you're trying to get your boat raised back up. And just a real slick setup. Highly recommend. Thank you.